Hi there, welcome to this 15-minute yoga flow. Let's start off on our mats, standing, reaching your arms up, folding forward, halfway lift, step back into your downward facing dog. Hands and feet are grounded into the mat. Your hips are lifted. Let's come into plank. Come back into downward facing dog. Round your spine into plank and come back into downward facing dog. Moving like water into your plank and downward facing dog. Staying in your downward facing dog. Let's come into plank and lower to the mat onto your belly. Hands out wide, lifting your chest, look up, lower back down to the mat. Lifting your chest, look up, lower back on the mat, adding fluidity into your movement. Lift your chest, staying lifted. Let's dip your right shoulder onto the mat. Come back and dip your other shoulder onto the mat. Come back up. Let's slowly lower your chest to the mat. Hands by your ribs. Let's push it up into your upward facing dog. Push back into downward facing dog. Breathing in and out. And let's walk your hands back to your feet into your forward fold. Feel free to bend your knees. And let's slowly roll up to a standing position. Chair pose. Arms reach up, hips lower. Breathing in and breathing out, and let's come up to a standing position, lifting your right leg up, cross your right ankle over your left leg, hands to your heart center, and you're squatting down, lowering. You are in a standing pigeon pose. From here, you can stay in this position or see if you can reach your hands to the mat, giving you an even deeper stretch. Let's walk your hands forward so you're in a downward facing dog, but still have that right angle on top of your left leg. Let's bend the left leg and straighten. Bend that left leg, straighten, keeping that right leg on top of your left, bend and straighten. And let's turn to the right side of your mat, still having your right leg on top of your left, but coming into a side plank. Reaching your arms forward, and let's come back into a normal downward facing dog. Let's come into your plank position and come back into downward facing dog. Once again, bringing in fluidity into your movement. And let's walk your hands back to your feet into your forward fold. Take your entire palm underneath your feet, bending at your knees, releasing your upper body, swaying from side to side. Release your hands and come into a standing position, rolling up. Chair pose. Sink your hips deep, lower. And let's lift our left leg. Place your left ankle on top of your right, coming into a standing pigeon pose. Hands to your heart center. And let's slowly move your hands to the mat. Once you find your balance, you're walking your hands forward, coming into a downward facing dog with that left ankle on top of your right leg. Bending your right leg and stretch. Bend and stretch. And once again, coming into your side plank to the left. Holding that pose and come back into downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Three-legged dog. Bend the top leg, stacking your hips, and let's roll your legs, opening your hips, drawing circles with your knees, and take your right foot next to your right hand, coming into a lunge position. Lower that back knee. Stretch out your right hip. Feel free to open your hips as much as you need. And let's grab that back ankle with your right arm. You're twisting towards your front leg. Drawing that foot to your body. Release that foot. Extend your front leg into a half split position. Reaching your arms forward, forehead to the knee. Coming back into your lunge, lifting your arms up, coming into your crescent lunge. Chest is open. Reach up. Hands to the mat. Chaturanga, high to low push-up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg reaches up towards the sky. Bend the top knee, stack your hips. Let's draw circles with your knee, opening your hips, whatever feels good here. Take your left foot between your hands or on the outside of your left hand. Settle into your lunge position. You can move forward and back. Lower that back knee. Stretch out your hips. You can open your knee a little more to the left for an even deeper stretch. And let's grab the back foot and pull it towards your body. You're twisting towards that front leg. Let's extend the front leg, coming into your half split position. You're reaching your arms forward, forehead to the knee. Come back into your crescent lunge. You're lifting your arms up, opening your chest. Every muscle in your body activated. Lifting your chest a little higher. And let's lower your hands to the mat. High to low push-up. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Coming back into this resting position. And let's lift our right leg up, pigeon on the right side, right knee to right hand. Finding a challenging position for you. And you can either stay in this position with your toes tucked, or option to lower onto your elbow or your forehead or a block. Let's come back up and step back into your downward facing dog. Pigeon on the left side. Once again, choosing to stay in this upward position or lowering to the mat, surrendering into this pose. Coming back to your breath. Come up and let's swing your legs forward. Slowly come onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Feel free to rock side to side. Taking one final pose, soles of your feet together, allow your knees to fall out. You can take one hand to your chest and one hand on your belly, feeling that breath. And when you're ready, slowly make your way back up into a seated position. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.